Hi everybody. Shoot. This the type of stuff I don't like doing, but sometimes who the hell else might do it? You know what I'm saying? So I remember before, I wanted to write a book about how to get off welfare, how to get off whatever, housing, food stamp, any of that. And I'm looking up, and we got Donald Trump up in this bitch, right? Okay. I don't know if you guys have been warned or not. Some people paying attention. I don't know if y'all think they joking. I don't know what you guys are thinking. But they are gonna snatch that stuff up from you. I've had let me not get this all twisted. I've had housing before. I think I had it for about 3 years. 3 years. Actually, I had 4 small kids. I was just divorced. My mom had just died. So I was kind of going through something. I was in school, number one, and I was in school, and a storm came through Texas, and a few of us had got FEMA. FEMA had wrote us over to housing, so that was the way I got it. I didn't really go apply because I'm super scared to depend on stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, somewhere in my head of heads, I already had a little bit of common sense, like, are you sure? Nothing's free. Everybody tell you that. You told that when you first get to this earth, nothing is free. Okay, so I want y'all to know that even though I know everybody like finna go crazy, and I feel bad for the kids, because if the parents don't get their self together, then the kids are the ones gonna be suffering. But ladies and gents, because it is a few gents that are on housing. I know a few dudes with a house full of kids. I don't know how the mamas left. I don't know what the deal is. I don't really know how that goes. But I know a few gents on housing and stuff like that. So number one, like I said at first, you should not think something's gonna last forever. That's the craziest part. So when FEMA rolled me over to housing, like I said, I was already going through a whole bunch. So my thoughts was, dang, I'm scared to take this, but I need it right now. Like, I really need this. I need to finish school. I don't have any help. I was, even just divorced. So I don't have no help. I'm going to need this right now. But in my head, I knew that as soon as I found me a good job, as soon as I finished school, I went to school to do nails. You got to do something. I mean, it only took a few months for this. So, find what you love and try to pursue it. Pursue it. Don't try to pursue it. Pursue it. You know what I'm saying? Don't stop yourself. So, I mean, it was a struggle too. It wasn't nothing easy about it. Let me not just say, oh, go to school. No, it's hard. It's hard as fuck. But you're going to sacrifice something for everything you do have or want. So, I took the housing and, stayed in an apartment complex or whatever. And I finished school. And because I had the housing, I was like, well, let me go back to school. And I actually went back to school, but I didn't finish that time. My kids, I kind of felt like I was away from my kids too much. doing book work and stuff, and I had just finished school, so my kids only young one time, so I had to just slow that down. So I did quit school that time, but I had already finished school and got my license for one thing, and I went right back because I had the housing. In my head, I was like, let me do everything I can while I got the housing, you know, while I'm blessed, while I'm being blessed. But in the end, like I said, I think I had it for about 3 years. When I finished school and I found me a good job, you know, actually it was, you know, my first job. As soon as I got my job, I went into the housing office and was like, you know, I don't need, you know, you guys' service anymore. Thank you. I really appreciate everything. I went in the housing office. I mean, I had girls. Girl, is she giving up her housing? Girl, we up in here I'm trying to get off housing. Okay? So come to find out that day, you know, they have a packet for us to get on to housing, but they didn't have no packet, no paper, not even one paper for me to sign and say that I want to relieve them of this responsibility, and I got it from this point on. I had to write up my own paper just so, you know, it won't look like I moved away or something didn't go right in their system. I don't know. I didn't want to look like I wasn't following no rules because I knew I was finna leave the apartment and everything was over. I just wanted to make sure all the paperwork and stuff was done. But I had to make my own paper. Not only that, the lady that I was sitting in front of in their little booth or whatever, she actually had to call out about 3 or 4 or 5 more people. They were standing there in front of me like, we're just trying to make sure that you're not delusional. I have to bring someone else here just to witness that you're sane and able, nothing's, you know, mentally wrong with you, you know, today. I feel like I was at the doctor's office, and the man was taking me in and the nurse needed to go in with us. Like, that's how I felt. So just to say, you know, it's a trap. Like, they wasn't planning on y'all getting off. And I know it seemed like it's finna be hard, but guess what? It's a blessing in disguise. I'm telling you right now, because you've been needed to get up. We are in, especially black people, we in the middle of the fight. It is a fight going on. It was a fight going on before you got here, before I got here, that people was already battling. Okay? Once they got too old to be fighting these fights, it was our time to get up and fight. But some of you guys have sat down and balled up in the middle of a fight. And what would happen to anybody if they ball up and sit down in the middle of a fight? You gonna get beat down. Do not let this system beat you down. Get up. Get up. Why? Because you can. Why? Because you able. Don't let them trap you. It's a trap. The first time the people hand me a voucher, it was like a $1,700 voucher, you know, and it was on the front of the packet. They was like, you can get a big house, and I read the packet. The packet was telling me which way to go. The packet was telling me how much money I could make. Oh my God, how much money I could make. How much money not to make. How much money this and that. If you didn't see that packet as a trap, you might need to reevaluate what's going on. I am a mother of 4 teenage boys now, and I've done it all. I mean, you're going to sacrifice some. I've slept in my car. I've had to, not for no long period of time, but maybe a month or two, have to let my kids maybe go live with my brother. Not for no long time though. I can't be away. No, me and my kids are gonna be together. But sometimes you might have to make a move so you can make another move. So, um, you know, we have to get out of that. You guys have to get out of that thing where you feel like, what am I gonna do? What's next? What this none of that shit was free anyway. It wasn't free. It was hindering you. That's all. It was slowing down your progress, your process, your development, your growth, who you are, who you came to this earth to be. Not just a welfare recipient or someone that need the government. You don't need the government. That's why they running everything right now. Because they feed half, guess what? Get up. It is a fight going on, baby girl, baby boy, whoever. Teach your children, because you have no clue what you teaching your children by chilling on food stamps and welfare. And then on that note, we're going to go into half of y'all closets be stacked better than y'all kids. And that them niggas coming to lay up and y'all feeding them and y'all in the house but you ain't paying no bills. That's your kids' shit. That's your kids' house, your kids' money, your kids' food. So, yeah, you need to get it together. You need to be a team. Build. Let's get it, baby. Let's go.